Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing and to another video where today, well, we are out and about, the sun is out, and we have my BMW M4. The response from when I shared this car with you guys online has been completely crazy, because I know a lot of you, when I first got it, were like, what are you doing? I was like, no, please just wait and see. It is all going to make sense very, very shortly. And well, now it has been modified, it's got everything on it and it's looking amazing. But here we go, let's get things underway. It is all parked up, look at it sat there. It's a little bit dirty, so I do apologise. My car park, every car I have, it just gets very, very dusty, but we'll get it all cleaned off shortly. But I'm loving it. The mods have been a complete game changer. I'm so happy that you guys like the car. I have the full R44 splitter, which matches the carbon, so that actually makes complete sense now. So I love that, so that's mega as well. I have this mega carbon lip, which is just here as well. Speed of it is pretty quick. It's beaten M3 on a 2 standing starts, so it's fast, and we will be putting it up against other cars. What we're going to be doing in today's video is I wanted to find out how much this car is really making in terms of power as we speak, okay? Because my Golf R, that from factory, didn't have the same amount of power than when we put it on the dyno. It was more obviously on the dyno to what the figures were stating, and we're going to find out on this what this true power of this M4 competition, the new 2021 car with the controversial front grille, what it's actually running in terms of power. Let's go. And this video has also been sponsored by Car Vertical. Recently bought or considering buying a used car? Do you know that every second used vehicle could have been seriously crashed or clocked? This is something not many sellers will reveal to you. Are you really sure you know the kind of accident that the car has been in? What is the actual mileage, and has it passed the technical inspections as well? Always check what you're driving with Car Vertical reports. Link is in the pinned comment and the description. Use my link to sign up right now. Okay, and I've just arrived at DMS Automotive. I love coming here. This place is so cool. They are the wizards of everything tuning, you name it, they do it. Very, very good guys. And yeah, we'll have a little walk around what's kind of around, and then we will take my car inside. Look at this RS4 in purple. Love that colour, absolutely love that colour on the purple. So RS4 purple and gold wheels. Get it on the dyno. True power of this car. We're going to find it out. Here's the main YouTuber. You're a YouTuber? No, don't. No. How are we?
We're good.
We're good.
And we are.
And we're live.
And we're bike racing later.
Yes, yeah. Rob's massively into his biking, cycling, and I'm into mine. Yeah. I'm going to share them more about that. And
we're going to do a time trial later.
Time trial because he's got an electric motor in his. He's a cheat.
No. I'm going without the electric motor tonight. So.
Okay. You tune anything around here, Rob?
Not that. That's like Back to the Future.
It is. That's quite cool, actually. So, what do you reckon to the M4? Are you a fan?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I like the Audi S5 rear window. That's nice.
That's not an Audi S5 rear window.
Nissan GTR then.
No, it's not. Is it?
I don't know.
You will never meet a man that will criticise your car more than mine, but he does. This man does with my cars.
I've still got the previous M4. So
yes.
I am obviously gonna. That's not gonna go anywhere. Actually, I really like the car, so I do appreciate this one's different and newer technology, but the potential is a lot more as well, as far as, but I do think it needs the 4-wheel drive, so we're not really in that much of a rush for the tuning. Once the ECU is able to do, I think the 4-wheel drive will be the car of choice. The 4-wheel drive's not far away as well. Correct. So I don't think with another, let's say for example we're going to get another 100 to 120, 30 horsepower out of this engine. That probably wouldn't be ideal as a daily driver on a rear-wheel drive. Yeah, you'd probably crash. Yeah, it's a capable car. But it is capable. I think it really will suit the 4-wheel drive. I love rear-wheel drive, such as you, but I think the 4-wheel drive's really going to suit the car. Okay. And that's the same with the F90. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really use a rear-wheel drive. Yeah. Some cars really suit it. I think nowadays. In the winter, it's going to be tough. just think day to day, you know, you want to get away from the traffic lights or roundabout. It just, yeah, you don't have to worry about traction. It's just better.
In here we have the GT4 McLaren, which is very cool. We have a 720S, which is here as well, inside here at DMS. Apparently this is having downpipes, it's having absolutely everything done to it, so that's going to be very cool. 720S, that is so fast. We have their GT2 up there, we have things happening over here, and then we have their Ferrari, which is just up there. And Rob is actually Chaos, who works here. He's just bought this. He is chaos. It's so good. Love that. Absolutely love that. So always mad stuff. On the dyno. Looks so good. I love this car. Whenever I film it when I'm not in it, it looks better. Up she goes. Have fun with that splitter, mate. The front. It'll be alright. Okay, we are ready. The car is on the dyno and we are ready to go. I get a real buzz putting a car on the dyno. It's very cool, especially when you come here. So the stock figures of this car are 510 brake horsepower and 650 newton meters of torque. With the Golf R on the dyno, it had a lot more than the stated from factory. Is this going to make 510 brake horsepower? It beat the BMW M3 competition from a standing start pretty easily. What's this going to make? We're going to find out. They've just said they think it's going to make more. They genuinely think this is going to make more. And this all is interesting because with the four-wheel drive and the power which this is going to make, it's going to make all of that interesting as well. Because imagine four-wheel drive, over 500 brake, animal. Well, maybe more than 510 brake. Results are in?
Well, it is really interesting because we've done tons of the previous M4. Yeah, I've owned two myself. They're a great car. We've done loads of X3M and X4M with essentially this engine, as everyone knows. And very interesting. Yeah, we're used to seeing a bit over what the factory quotes. And with the previous M3, M4, at least 15-20 horsepower over what the factory quotes. With X3M and X4M, 3,000 miles I know, but typically even with a fresh car we'll be seeing 530, always 520 plus.
Really?
I know it's only a small amount, and I know it's four-wheel drive.
It's rear-wheel drive. Yeah,
I know it's not the same car, but the X3M, X4M is always over factory grade. So for this to be, and I know this is 0.9 off what the factory quotes 510 PS, I would call that smack on. So it's a very well controlled engine, and I do think there's a massive potential for tuning on this.
Do you?
Massive. Because if you see, you've got the power going up really strong, and then at 5,700, instead of climbing up, or about 5.6, you see the power flattens out. But on the data logs that we just took as well, you'll see that the as I was showing you earlier, is the boost.
Oh, he fell over, yeah.
The boost is up to 1.5 bar. 1.5 bar, and then suddenly drops off. At 5.7, where you see this dropping off, it drops to 1.2, and then 1.1 bar all the way along. So assuming the turbo's efficient enough, the turbos is efficient enough, and you can hold even 1.3 bar, 1.4, then this power will go straight up. Obviously we'll have a gain here anyway, but assuming that it is very trimmed boost once you get to this level, so that it's artificially kept back there. So this would go straight up, and you would see, without doing anything else, just stop trimming the boost at that level, it would be 560, 570 horsepower.
Straight away?
Straight away. So I'm talking, that is artificially kept back at that level. This engine wants to do 560, 570 in its current form. 650 newton meters, we know that easily, 800 newton meters will make a huge difference. And plus, even though the mid-range is strong, you'll be looking 4,000, 4,500, instead of being at 400 horsepower, we'll be up over 500 horsepower in this range. So it's going to feel like a much bigger engine. So it's very interesting to see that they're running very low boost above 5,500, which means that there's a huge headroom for tuning this car.
So,
and as soon as it's possible for me to tune this car, or us as a company, as soon as it's possible, I will make sure we go out and get a four-wheel drive. And then yours will still be the first, but I think as far as performance figures, the four-wheel drive will put down the, as we know,
that's going to be mad, isn't it? Or how it puts down the power with the four-wheel drive shows actually the potential of how much power that car's going to be.
I think what was surprising, having driven this, and an M3 as well, but having driven yours does feel, I think maybe the lowered suspension makes it feel a bit quicker as well. It does, you feel closer to the ground, you get more of a sensation of speed. If you would have asked me how much power this car had, I would have said 540 horsepower. It doesn't feel like it's 510. I know that's a small difference, but it feels definitely quicker than what the figures are.
Can we make it 600 brake?
Look, tuned this car will be, I would say 150 horsepower up and 150 newton meters. 800 newton meters and 660.
That's quite fast for a rear-wheel drive car.
Rear-wheel drive's a lot of fun. I just think ultimately is the four-wheel drive with, let's say for argument's sake, 650 horsepower, 800 newton meters, four-wheel drive in quite a sporty package that you could go and take on a track day.
Yeah.
You're not going to take an M8 on a track day.
No.
So it's not just a baby M8, it's a completely different character of car. This car you can comfortably drive to Silverstone or Spa, enjoy a couple of days on track, take it home. It's a dual purpose vehicle. You're not going to, I tried the M5 on the track, it's useless. And the M8
try this one.
Yeah, it's a different car.
If you're interested in tuning them, whatever, any cars, these guys are the people. They do it. DMS, Rob, he'll look after you.
Yeah.
He'll look after you and you get all your cars tuned. BMWs, you name it. Come down here. What's the most maddest car you've done?
The maddest? What, the fastest or the craziest?
Fastest. Go on.
Fastest will be the 720, just like this one behind me. That's having a full exhaust system and tune. That'll be 860 horsepower. Touch more.
I mean, that is lethal.
Yeah, we timed 160 to 130, 4.34 seconds, comfortably faster than a Chiron. Everybody knows how fast they are. They don't make any sense. It's very difficult to put the power down. But as far as experience, that's the craziest car you can get in at the moment.
It is. It is. Maybe I'm no.
No, but this. Buy one of these all day long, and once they're tunable, I think they'll be unbeatable. Especially seeing as the C63, which has been its current F80 M3 C63S, is.
This will beat it.
Well, now they've got a hybrid 2 litre. It's just a different kettle of fish. This is they've split apart again into 2 different categories. And
there we go. Rob from DMS. So there we go, it is time for me to head on my way. I love coming down here. That was just so cool, really interesting. I was actually expecting the car to have more power. We kind of anticipated the car to have more power than it actually does. And that sounds ridiculous because it says that it's 510 brake, but we genuinely thought it would say 520, 530 considering the previous cars that they've done. But anyway, that's what it is, and it's easily tunable, this car. Maybe in the future that will happen. We will genuinely see, but I'm genuinely shocked by that. I genuinely thought there was going to be more. So anyway, there we go. I guess every time you dyno a new car, you just never know what it's going to do. And considering that's the first one that they've had, now we do know, and yeah. 510, well 59.1 and 650 newton meters torque, but that was 660 brake horsepower. When you are able to tune it rear wheel drive, it's going to be an absolute animal. complete animal. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I really do enjoy doing these dyno videos here at DMS Automotive. And if you have a car and you're thinking, should I tune it, should I do some different mods to it, etc., get in touch with the guys at DMS, mention my name, and they'll look after you. They'll look after you anyway. But yeah, bring your cars down and enjoy. They're lovely people. Come on down. Thank you very much guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all very soon.